Hey guys, welcome to Michelle's Opinions. Today I want to talk about auras and, what is depicted in so many different pieces of art, and the possibility that it could signify enlightenment. Yeah, let's take a look at some images that I've captured to show you guys some examples of where art actually depicts the aura around, usually like a halo look around their head, which could tell you that this individual has their third eye, their sixth sense, their gifts stirred within them. They know who and what they are, and that the artist was able to relay that message through the pieces of art that they have made of these individuals. One moment, I'll screen share with you guys and show you what I've got to share with you. Okay, your first one, as you see here, and we are often all talking about the same thing, where it's our hearts and our mind, having our heart is connected, it's reconnected, and this profound understanding that we get of who and what we are. And some people call it the third eye. Some people call it a Kundalini awakening. Some people call it a Holy Spirit baptism. It's all the same action. It's the same action that is taking place within each individual. It just depends on the culture they're in, so that way they can, get the understanding. Here's a depiction of Christ, which is all love, unconditional love. And he's got the halo around his head, depicting enlightenment. That, and us as Christians, he is the one that we aspire to be like. He says it himself: when you see me, you will be like me. And he says in the latter days, they will do, what he's doing and much more. Wow, pretty amazing. Let's see what we got next. Golden auras. Hear a lot about people seeing golden auras around people. Again, look at the radiating light beaming from this image here. Shows me that this person is attuned with themselves. They're enlightened. They understand who and what they are. They're becoming whole. They're operating in their all six senses, not just the five, but actually applying the sixth sense into their actual daily lives. And this one, different culture, but the same thing going on here. We actually see some color in this one, and it's absolutely beautiful. And if we follow the scriptures, the Holy Bible, which is what, the tool that I used, um, it talks about the different colors, the colors of the rainbow, the promise of God. And it is a refinement period that we go through. We're refined by the fire as in silver and gold. And I just don't see the boundaries anymore, the labels anymore. I see that this is going on, and it is taught in each culture, just with a different way of calling the same exact process. Really, that's the next one. Okay, this looks like Paul, um, and again depicting the halo around his head, renewing of his mind. You get your own house in order, and then all else follows. Absolutely stunning. So, realize, guys, this is not something new. It's something that's been going on for quite a while. It has just been, um, how do you put it, lost over time. But we're at a time now where everything is coming back into our remembrance. And We are identifying with who and what we are and these wonderful abilities that we have that will benefit all of mankind. And here we have, some would call her Madonna and Child. We as Christians would know her as Mary and Jesus. But notice that Mary has the halo around her head. She has that golden aura also. And so, part of what the programming, is that women were basically second class. We weren't to speak, and we were to ask our husband if we needed answers and things like that. And I'm hoping that that women that are still suffering under this kind of teaching or bondage get set free of that and realize that they have the divine breath of life in them, the very same breath of life that animates all of us, that is given by God Himself, Source Himself. And so in this one, it actually shows her as an enlightened being. So yeah. And I wanted to finish it up by going back to Christ. As I know I was what I call baptized, or what others would call a spiritual cleansing or a reconnection. Um, that I called it a Holy Spirit baptism. And it's Christ that has led me through everything that I've been through. And He is unconditional love. And very interesting was when I had the interview with Michele Wolf, is that she got the same message from Christ that I did, about knocked me out of my chair. And I next time she's on, I'm going to ask her about, did she feel that heart expansion along with that message? Boy, oh boy, did I ever. My heart felt like, it was no longer fitting in my body anymore, because the love expansion just expanded way outside the perimeters of what this avatar could hold. Okay, that's all I have for you guys on screen share. I will stop. And of course, you see the stairway to heaven, and we've talked about some master numbers. I love number synchronicities, and the gifts that are stirred up within each and every one of us is absolutely amazing. I see the divine in you. I look into people's eyes and see that they are infinite potential, limitless. The only limits that we have are the ones that we put on ourselves. So I hope that this helps you guys to understand a little more about who and what you are, and how wonderfully and perfectly made that you are, and that God has not made any mistakes when making you. It's a refinement process that we all go through. You can email me. My email is in the description box. And anybody that wants to come on and be interviewed to share what they know so we all can listen and grow, come on over. And look forward to open format. It'll be on Saturdays, and we'll firm up a time pretty quick here. And yeah, let's get this party started, guys. I love you all so very, very much. I hope you're having a wonderful, blessed day. Please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for spontaneous live streams, accidental live streams, and new postings that I do for you guys. I hope that the tools that I'm feeding out you can put in your toolbox, and that you can share some tools so I can put more in my toolbox. Thank you all. Have a blessed, wonderful day. Peace. Talk to you soon.